What do you think when people use the term pump and dump? What comes to your mind, Sin City?
That's been thrown around a lot lately, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, man. So me as a collector, first and foremost, uh, you know, when I put stuff out there on IG, for example, people can consider that to be a pump, with that word being used loosely nowadays, right? But what I'm doing is I'm just showing, being happy with my collection and sharing that with others out there on IG, right? That's how I foresee it. But you have people in the hobby right now, people outside looking in, that might call that a pump and dump of, me pumping up my Marvel cards or me pumping up my Star Wars cards. Uh, but a lot of people have to take a step back and just breathe for a second, right? Uh, Collectors started this hobby,
Speak on it.
not investors.
Mm-hmm.
And that was first and foremost when this hobby first started. It was a collecting hobby, not an investment hobby. So I would say the majority of people out there still collecting to this day are true collectors, and they just want to show off their collection, right? They want to talk about their collection and what they love and their passion for whatever niche that they're in. And that's how I see it, man.
I always go back to them. Some people have said, "Well, FD, you always look at the positivity that's out there." But I say that I represent what I actually do. Right? This
Hmm.
is what I do. This is what I've done for years. So this is what I'm on. So I always think that it's on me to understand where am I putting my dollars. I don't care if it's Junior and I want to open some cards. G and I want to open some cards. We've opened some cards and handed them to my youngest son. He's 2.5. Doesn't know what is what, right? We're handing him something, but he likes the fact that he's in the circle with us and we're all doing something together. So if I want to just have fun with them, I still know where I'm putting my dollars. If I want to buy a card that I'm trying to collect a certain player that I like that has an investment potential in the market, it's still on me to know where I'm putting my dollars. So,
Exactly.
City, if you like, man, I'm posting these Bobo pictures, right? I love
Yeah.
me some Bobo. I see you out at a game. You're watching the game somewhere. You put something on IG. It's like 2 minutes left in the game. Bobo's in the game. Man, look at Bobo. You're talking about Bobo, right? If I look at that and I say, you know what, I'm gonna go out and buy some Bobo cards. I should at least know where I'm putting my dollars.
That's on you, right?
It's on you. It's a. And I say this because I have friends that we all have friends that, and we may even participate in the stock market, right? I'll hear somebody say, "Oh, I'm buying X stock." I don't see people running to buy X stock because that person said that.
Right.
The people that I know still put their work in, their due diligence in. They're looking at the financial statements of the company if it's a publicly traded company. They're doing all these things to understand, is this where I should put my dollars?
Yep.
And then when I look at that, I think the same way when I come over to something dealing with collectibles, an autograph, or a card that I may want to purchase. I'm still wearing the same hat. I got to think through this process of where I want to put funds.
Yep.
And I hear people say, well, a lot of people out there don't do that, and they listen to people who tell them where to put dollars. I would look in the camera or talk to someone in person and say, well, then we need to do that. And I
Yep.
think that puts an end to someone talking about pumping and dumping.
I agree. I believe, FD, first and foremost, you should collect what you love.
That's right.
Stop chasing cards out there, and I am guilty of this because I've gone down that rabbit hole. Stop collecting cards that other people like, and start collecting stuff that you like. And I promise you, you will enjoy this hobby much more than not.
I don't know. I don't know any other way of saying it, man. And I'm not saying this to take the light off someone or to shed more light on someone else. I'm just saying what I actually do. It could be anyone. It could be some of the biggest content creators that we know of. They could get on, have an episode, and say, I'm buying this. if I do my research and that doesn't make sense to me, then I like the content. It's cool. But that's not making me go out and let me go to Burbank and see if I can find those cars. Let me get on eBay and see if I can find those cars. Let me go to a show and see if I can find that car. It's not making me do that. Now, some people may think, well, I may miss out on something. That's cool, man. Because I can remember back when I started buying Steph Curry cards, nobody was talking about Steph Curry.
Right.
You couldn't. I promise you this. You couldn't turn on a content creator that was talking about Steph Curry.
Yeah.
You just got to do your own thing. And then you take ownership of what you did. You feel good about it. Like Sin City's talking about, you know, you made the decision to purchase that. You can look at your, and I know, like I talked to Cool's guy. He's in Fresno.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He buys all Cool's cars. He loves his collection.
Yeah. And
But
he's
he
enjoying
it. He enjoys that. He made the decision to do that. He has some very nice cool cards, man.
Yeah.
Very nice. He loves that. What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that. My dad taught me this, and this is how I make my decisions. He taught me you don't listen to anybody but yourself, and you do your own research. With what we have in our disposal right now, being in a cell phone,
you got it in the palm of your hand, bro.
Palm of your hand. We have how many platforms out there? And I'm not sponsored by anybody that I'm about to mention, but you got Sports Card app, you got Card Ladder, you got you got all these things at your disposal that give you data, right? And you do your research, you take that data, and then you make a decision on what you want to do, right? That's what I do. That's how I make my decisions. Again, going back to the pump and dump scene, it's all in what people want to believe in. But I tell people this: believe in what you collect. And if you love a card and it someday explodes and you want to make some money off of it, then make some money off it, right? That's your choice.
And I'm the way I tell the story all the time. In 2003, I go to Miami. Every time I used to go to Miami, I went to Miami on vacation for spring break. I was in school. So every time I would go somewhere, I would go to a local card store in that city. So I go into the card store. LeBron James is big at the time. He's a rookie. Carmelo Anthony is big. Dwayne Wade is big. I knew Carmelo. I knew LeBron. I knew Carmelo Anthony from the Syracuse run and win a national championship. But I really didn't know Dwayne Wade. I heard of him a little bit from Chicago. Saw him in the tournament. He put Marquette on his back. But no way did I think at the time, I was 28 years old. No, I didn't think at the time that this is going to translate into who this guy is going to be in the future. So I go into the car store. The owner of the car store is trying to convince me. He has about 6 or 7 graded rookie Dwayne Wade cars out at 9.5 BGS to buy these cars. And he was going to give me a deal. And I was like, I don't know that guy. I'm not buying that. Like, who you think I am, man? I come in here, you tell me, you're going to tell me that this guy, I'm not going for that. So I didn't buy anything, man. I just don't follow people like that.
Yeah.
Right. But I did leave and did some research, and I thought, oh, damn, I probably should
have picked him up.
Probably should listen to that guy. But that's not how I get down.
Yeah. Do your research, man. Everybody out there that's listening, do your research. There's a lot of gems that you can find, and for little money, and you can enjoy it while you're at it. Don't go chasing cards that everybody else is telling you to go chase.